Hello, hello, my beautiful internet people of the world. It's me, your favorite internet dom, Wisteria Ivy. I'm just not in full Wisteria Ivy yet. I wanted to come on here and show you how I cut my lace because, I haven't gotten any internet attention for a while, so I figured instead of starting an OnlyFans, let's make a YouTube video. So, on my Facebook, I had you all vote for, out of these wigs that I wanted to buy anyway, which one was your favorite? You all picked this lovely baby right here. So pink that it's weirdly on the camera, it almost looks more peachy. Maybe that's just me though, than it does in real life. It's almost so pink that it's blonde, and as you can see, it still has its lace intact. So, I wanted to show you how I take care of that. That is its hairline. The company I buy from, Powder Room D, they make some of the best synthetic wigs that I've tried. Now, grant you, I've tried a lot. But there's still a bunch of companies that I have not tried yet because I loved theirs so much. But normal pricing for them is $150. They're on sale right now, so I got this one for $75. And it comes with a wig cap from, Powder Room D. The lighting may be too intense for you to actually read that. Yeah, the lighting's too crazy for you to actually read that. But it's just deluxe wig cap is all it says. It comes with a coupon for 10% off your next order. And it also comes with, where is it? Here it is. It actually comes with this very nice keepsake bag now, or keepsake. Really, Wisteria. Keepsake bag, which they did not come with before. They came with like this cheapy, like tall Ziploc bag that broke super easily. So this one that's more of a reusable Ziploc bag kind of material is much better. Which, I mean, if you're going to pay $150 for a freaking wig, it better come with some good stuff to store it. So yeah, let me put on the stocking cap, which is actually super easy. Oh, it comes with multiples. I usually don't need multiples. But anyway, I put it on. And yes, I put it on over the ears. Now, there's a couple ways you can do this. I had a wonderful African-American friend of mine sit there and be like, if you cut a hole in it, you've got a little strap around your ears so your wig cap stays on better. And my mind was blown. I was like, yeah, but then I'm going to potentially cut off my own ear. That is the issue. Okay, so once I got this on, if I wanted to, I could put another one. My hair is blonde right now, so I don't really need all that, color correction, if that makes sense. If I wanted it to look more opaque and more scalp, I could put on the second one. Or, oh, that one's disgusting. I do have slightly thicker ones, too. Because, size does matter. Okay, let's see. See, then there's, the more traditional, which is I have, and I could say, oh, why is this one trying to pop on my head? This one may also be too small for me. To be fair, Powder Room D, I think, technically makes their wigs with, biological women in mind. Which, I don't know why they would do that. That makes no sense whatsoever. So realistically, if they're going to have a wig cap, you know, it's I'm trying to rip out my own hair. It's going to be something that's going to be more suited for women. Okay. And then we've got our little wig gripper, which not only helps like keep the wig on, it also helps keep the stocking in place. If I was actually going to do a performance, there would be like tape around my head and all kinds of crazy stuff to make sure that this stayed on. Also, it gave me something more that I could pin the wig into. But we're not doing all that. I'm literally putting it on so I can map out where I'm going to cut the lace. Now watch me transform. Oh. It's like, oh, well, biological woman fail. Okay. There we go. Now we're looking more biological. Not really. But I always think that's funny how, you know, drag queens are so obsessed with looking biological. It's like, please, we all know that there's like we all know that there's a man under there most of the time. And when there's not, you know, good on you. Drag is for everybody. Okay. So, I don't know if this is even registering on camera because their lace is pretty darn translucent. But the lace comes down to like right about here, like mid-eye. What you want to do, if you're going to restyle your wig, is you want to leave about a half an inch to an inch of lace so you can put tape over it and pin it down to your wig block. If you don't have the tape, you'll just rip your lace. And then what the hell are you doing? You're literally ripping perfectly good lace. So, I've got this on, and now I'm just kind of like situating it. I kind of did this before I started recording, so it would go a little bit faster too. Because I knew I wouldn't be able to stop a lot to explain what I'm doing. This video is going to be a little bit longer than I anticipated already. Okay, so then I have something that's about an inch in diameter, or width. Jesus. And then I have myself a white liquid liner. Now, I could use the white liquid, you could use a pencil liner, you could use frickin' lipstick for all I care. As long as it's something that you can very easily get off of the lace. This is something that I could very easily, because this stuff doesn't work for anything, get off the lace. So what I want to do is I'm going to figure out, okay, my hair, or not my hair, but the wig hairs start here. So if I put the brush right on top of that, that means the lace has to be cut around that area. Okay? And you can adjust it when you take it off if you need to. This is just going to give you a roadmap, because what you can do is you can say boop, boop, boop. You know, that's the technical term. You have to do boop when you go around your hairline. If you do not say boop as you're going around your hairline to map out where you're going to cut the lace, it will not work properly. So you must say boop. It is imperative. So we're going to go in with the first mark. I usually like to do it right where the hair parts. And we're going to say boop. See? Booping works. Booping for Jesus. Booping for Christ. Now that I'm looking at it, it looks like it's a little far away, but you know what? It doesn't matter, because men are stupid. So long as you've got lace, they are willing to mate with you. 10 points to Gryffindor for whoever knows that. sorry. I am in a good mood today. I actually have energy for once in my life, which my body is like, oh, serotonin, hi, how are you? Where did you come from? Now, I'm going to get cocky for like a second because I know the hair goes out a little bit farther from this point, so I'm going to get a little bit cocky and just draw. This, I know I'm just going to cut up and around my ear. So, that's fine. And leave a tab, people. That was the mistake I always made, was not leaving a tab. And then what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to just trace around the other side. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to sing that song. Mainly because I will get demonetized, and also it is a terrible song. Leave it to freaking you know who. I mean, the audacity of that girl to think she can actually sing. It's kind of like her father having the audacity to think he can actually act. It's like, no, sir, you are wrong. Let's see. Oh, I'm forgetting to boop. That's why it's not working. That's why I messed up right there. I'm not booping. God. Boop. Is it weird that now it did work perfectly? I mean, I was totally joking about the booping, but now it's actually working, so now I'm, like, committing to it. Like I've done to nothing else in my life. Okay. Boop. Son of a whore, it's working. Oh, well, first cuss word. Pennies in the panty jar. Did I just say pennies in the panty jar? Oh, God. I'm all over the place today, people. I swear I'm not on drugs. I swear to you. And it makes sense that, like, my lace looks a little off, boop, because my head's not symmetrical. Nothing about my face is symmetrical. Okay, so now that I've got a roadmap, I want to let this dry, and then I want to find some nice, very sharp scissors. That is the key. That is what is important. The sharper, the better. Because if your shears snag, if they drag, if they pull, this lace is ripping. I hate to tell you. Like, it is strong, but the moment you start to cut it, you're almost compromising it a little bit. Which is why sometimes, like, with lace, I like to take a little bit of, Fabri-Tac. It's, I can't think of what the glue is called, but it's made by Fabri-Tac, and you put it on fabric when it's fraying. It's probably like deep fray or something like that. But anyway, but usually it will not fray if the shears are sharp enough. That is the trick. So let me go find some shears, cut this lace, do the transformation, and I will return. Okay, and the transformation is complete. This is the wig that you all voted for. What do you think? I will say that, like, one thing I always hate about synthetic wigs, but I can't afford a real human one, is that they're tangling even before you put them on your head. Now, as you can see, you can still see a very little bit of lace, and then at that point you can just take a little tiny bit of powder, foundation, whatever you want to do, and just pack it right on. A lot of times what I'll do is I take whatever shade I contoured with, and like, let's see, is this like an eyeshadow brush? And I'll kind of like go into the contour, and then let's see if I can like blend the two together. See? And, I mean, in person, you're still going to see a very little bit of lace. I mean, it's not going to be completely invisible. Especially since this lace is not completely translucent. But it's going to camouflage it enough that it's going to work for pictures. And even if you're right on top of people, if they can see a little bit of your lace, is that really that big of a deal? See how it's just kind of like disappearing into the contouring? Because I'm using the same shade to color it in. The only downfall to doing this is that, like, you have to clean your wig more often. I mean, you should be cleaning your wig anyway, but look at that. I'm becoming a biological woman before your very eyes. And then there we go. That is the finished product. Okay, where did I put the brush? Ever since I forgot to do my neck for a photo shoot, Mike and Todd, if you're watching this, you know which one. I am making sure to do it all the time. Although, in all honesty, when I do, like, full drag makeup, I never forget the neck. But, you know, you put me in, like, some more masculine makeup, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, blending? Who's she? Do I know her? Is she new in town? But yeah, once you have your wig properly in place and locked down and secured, I mean, I didn't pin it because I was just doing this video. But normally I would throw some pins in there, especially in the back, to keep the back from popping up. I've got a big head, so a lot of times wigs are just a little too tight on me. I've even ordered wigs that are supposed to be for, like, larger head shapes, and they still are just a little too tight. So I secure some pins back there just to make sure that the back won't pop up. But with the glue and the security that you have underneath, and, you know, the combs, normally I have the combs in place. I may have forgotten to do that now that I think about it. But it doesn't really matter, because you should be able to just, you know, flip it around. Live your real woman fantasy. As I get it all in my face. Not the first time, won't be the last. So that is my video. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm getting this hair out of my lashes as we speak, and then see it just falls back into place. I don't know why before it was looking peachy. It's still kind of looking peachy to me on the camera, but I swear to you, it's like a icy pinky blonde. You know, the one that you all voted for. And I had a lot of fun doing that. So I think next time, if I'm trying to pick between a bunch of wigs, I'll do that again, because I really did like almost having the power taken away from me, because if I had the ability to, I'd be like, buy them all, but I don't have the money to buy them all, so here we are. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're not already, and remember, Mama